EA Sports. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. One step from playing in the AFC title game. This divisional round contest is on. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
It's just set. 180. What is that?
The crowd may be already playing a role here. We've got to jump before the opening snap. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Catch made by Chase Brown. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Gun. Stop. 180. What is that?
On 2nd down, Robinson. He's a tackle. He's still going. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 5 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Stop. What is that? Stop.
On it with Robinson from the pistol. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Here we go. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Stop. 180. Stop.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Gun. Stop. Big 13.
Tight end in motion
Big
left.
13. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
Here we go. Right 80. Right touch. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here he goes, third and long. He gets it to Fant. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. How about that play, Brock? On third and 14, they find a way to convert. The first red zone chance for the Bengals now. They've got first and 10 right along the 20.
Right 80. Stop.
A toss now to Robinson. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here he is on third and short. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, so it's going to be fourth and short.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
On one, ready?
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Let's get set. Stop. Stop.
Trying for it with Burrow. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Throwing from the gun. Looking slant route, complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Got to the ground by Kaiser White.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. The Combines back, McCaffrey. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Working quickly here.
It's now third down and 4.
From the gun on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
McLaughlin. Oh, the football's loose. And the Bengals get to it.
I'll tell you this. Inside the 5-yard line, that ball has got to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey, and he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the second. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Butker on now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Gun. Cut.
Burrow now on 1st down. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12. Right 80. Right hot. Stop.
Shotgun snap to get to Robinson. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third down, they need 7.
Here we go. Can't.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Noel Williams. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ball game.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house. Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Bennett. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. And they'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Headed out right. Has it down close. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Quick throw left side, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. He's going to keep this one. March to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a third down at your own 1. Yikes.
Big moment here in this divisional round game, Bronk, as they line up for third and goal. McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Gun. Stop. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow on first down. Hits him on the in route. And he gets a small chuck there before he's touched down. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Second and manageable. He's throwing. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves him with third and short.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on third and 1. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with a decision to make on fourth and short. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
To return this, Marcus Jones making some progress here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. On the return, here's Jones.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Bennett throwing here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Ready. Come on. Set. Hawk 70, 18, Pioneers.
Bennett has him on the quick hitter. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He'll go. It's McCaffrey. That'll be the first and more. Again, he's got room. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there in 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains. You get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
McCaffrey. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Bengals 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Butker
City.
on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Gun. Cut. 180.
And in motion out of the slot.
Stop.
First down, Burrow to throw. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one hits for 30. And the Bengals have a first down. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 11. Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Burrow out of the shotgun. He loses the football, and the Chiefs look like they have it.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
It isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 18 at that 18-yard line.
Now Bennett. Buys time, rolling right. Holding. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Connects with Wiley. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the...
Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Chiefs 28, Bengals 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow now on first down. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kicks down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. What?
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Start.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 180.
And they just get the play off. Looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It'll be Bengals football, and the Cats have some work to do facing elimination. They trail to start the 4th. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here's Burrow. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals make it an 18-point game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, here's Bennett. Connecting on the slant. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Bennett. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Completed to his running back. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two...
And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, they dialed up that one at the right time, Brock. Pretty clear the defense was expecting pass, pass, and they couldn't pivot when he got it as a runner instead.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make that mistake again, are they? Now how versatile these wide receivers are in today's game. It's one of the big transitions, Kate, over the last decade. You know, you always used to see Jerry Rice and John Taylor just lined up scoring touchdowns on the perimeter. Not so fast anymore. These wide receivers today so versatile, and he showed off that on that play.
Fine, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop. 180. 180. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Throwing the out route complete. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. Offense up to the line fast.
11. Stop.
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They look underneath here. Robinson. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Here we go. Gotta go score.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
So we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Big stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights, and the Bengals make it an 18-point game. Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, the Bengals got to it and recovered the football. All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done. Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
And 2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On one, ready?
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Gun. Cut.
Try and run here with Robinson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Gotta go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready? Cut.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Here we go. Cut.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Here we go.
Stick it in the air. It's Burrow. He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points.
35. Bengals 25.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Chiefs cover off the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They may have caught them a little by surprise on the last onside try, but certainly much more prepared this time around. That one is not successful.
Yeah, it's tough enough. The numbers tell all of us, right? It's tough enough to do it once. Recovering 2 in a row, well, that's borderline impossible. And that hands team, they were going to let their side down a 2nd time, that's for sure.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Now it's McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Drawing out the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.